Very good morning.
The first question for you will be what is your perspective about the Indonesian looks on the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific?
Well, let me say first that the Indo-Pacific concept is very important to Indonesia because Indonesia is one of the only two countries in the world who border both with Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. The other one is Australia. So the concept, geopolitical concept of Indo-Pacific is very important. That's why recently the Foreign Minister, Minister Retno Marsudi, has said that for Indonesia, Indo-Pacific is a single geopolitical theater. But actually it's already since from the previous government that we pay attention to the Indo-Pacific because of the importance of that region geopolitically. May I say that ASEAN, actually with the concept of Indo-Pacific, ASEAN finds itself to be located right in the middle of this Indo-Pacific region. And Indonesia is in the middle of ASEAN in this Indo-Pacific region. But then I would like to continue by saying that unfortunately, Indo-Pacific, apart from its potentials and prospect, have also problems that we should notice is that there is a risk in the development of the concept, geopolitical concept and construct of Indo-Pacific. There is a risk of emerging rivalry in the region between the major powers. And here, it will have an impact and a bearing on ASEAN. ASEAN runs the risk of diluting its centrality, and even worse is its unity. Indonesia, as with its strong commitment to ASEAN, want to avoid that, so that we will, all what we are doing, since our own concept, and we uplift it to become an ASEAN concept, which can become an ASEAN outlook, is precisely our attempt and our efforts to avoid those eventuality of dilution of ASEAN centrality and even dilution of ASEAN unity to happen. So this is the whole thing that very important for us.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Sumadi. And moving on to Dr. Swanstrom from ESDP. Now that you have heard the ASEAN outlook on Indo-Pacific, what is the take of the Europe and particularly from your side, from the Swedish think tank about the ASEAN outlook on Indo-Pacific?
Well, as His Excellency Ambassador Sumadi said, I think this is a very central concept, and I think this is one of the reasons we're trying to put this on the agenda. If we're going to start with the European view, we have a very weak view on the Indo-Pacific. We do have one state which is actually an Indo-Pacific state, and that is France. But apart from that, we don't really have a strong position. That said, I definitely agree with Ambassador that this is a crucial concept. The Ambassador was diplomatic enough to say that there could be some geopolitical problems. And I say it's just for that reason, this is so important. And that's why I think ASEAN is so crucial in this concept, because these great powers in the region has shown an inability to cooperate and find those solutions. And I think that the centrality of ASEAN is absolutely crucial for this. And I think that that is one of the few ways we can find a broader security mechanism to deal with this. And I have no illusions that we're going to see a formal security structure. But I think ASEAN has proven through its existence that the way that ASEAN is structured and formulated has been extremely effective. And I think that that's really what we can hope for the Indo-Pacific. And I think that we will see much more tension. Just a few days ago, India, of course, did not agree to the free trade agreement proposed by China. And I think we will see a closer cooperation between the Quad countries, not necessarily within the Quad, but more on the bilateral level. And that will clash with China's growing interest in the region. And we need to find a solution. We need to find a mechanism to deal with this. And as Your Excellency said, I mean, this is a risk for ASEAN, but I think it's much more an opportunity for the region to structure this Indo-Pacific concept around ASEAN. And of course, there's no agreement on what is the Indo-Pacific. The Indo-Pacific for the United States, for example, ends with the Indian border. And for India, of course, the most important region is probably west of India and towards Pakistan. So we differ on this. And that's why these dialogues are so important, that we need to find this neutral platform to discuss opportunities, but maybe even more so the challenges we're facing. And I think that, yeah, that in that sense, ASEAN is the single most crucial actor. And for me, as the head of a think tank in Sweden and in Europe, what we would like to do is to put that concept much more on the agenda and make sure that Europe becomes an actor in this. Because even if we don't have necessarily geopolitical interest in the region, we have a trade interest. We have an interest in global stability and global security. And here I think that the cooperation with Indonesia is very, very important. So we're extremely grateful for this opportunity. So thank both ambassadors for this.
Thank you very much, Excellencies, for your interview today.
Thank you.
I see skies so blue.